Hey, this is Robert. Thank you so much for checking out the show. And we are going to be talking about power today. And I want you to know this because this is one of the most important things that I've learned lately. Your life will go towards your most powerful thoughts. Whatever your most powerful thought is, your life will become. If it's negative, that's where it will go. If it's positive, if it's uplifting, if it's exciting, if it's something that you truly want and you're truly focused and it's the most powerful that you have, that is the direction that your life will go in. All right. I hope you enjoy this episode on power. Be sure to like, subscribe. Hello, and welcome to the Lyon Show. I'm your host, Robert Lyon. Today, I want to talk to you about power. All right. We're going to talk about what power is as I'm describing it, how to build your power, and how to leverage your power. All right. So this is kind of coming back to my own skills, time management and all this shit, because I have all these people that they want me to build their business for them. Like it's their business. And then they're calling me all hours of the day, asking me what they should do for their business. And it's like, man, I literally have the power to just say, fuck this person, block them, and their business will fail. Or I have the power to help them out, give everything that I know to be successful, and we're going to succeed. And it's very interesting, but this is kind of what got me thinking. So the first thing I want to talk to you about is you have power. Everybody has power. You have your own personal power, and you should really take a log and take a long walk, maybe even, and think about all the power that you have. All right. If you have no power, you need to start leveling it up. All right. The best power that I've ever had is basically, it happened one day when I was at my absolute lowest in my life ever. I basically had come back from Afghanistan. I was PTSD. I was an alcoholic. I had just gotten divorced. I was bankrupt. I had just gotten a DUI, and I was living literally in like a drug house. And I was like, this is it. I'm never going to let my life get any worse than this or ever be this bad ever again. And it clicked for me that I had to work on myself and improve myself. And ever since that day, I've been reading nonstop. If you ever see me at like the grocery store, I'm listening to audiobooks. If you ever see me driving around, I'm not listening to music. I'm listening to books. I'm listening to YouTube videos. I'm listening to podcasts. And I'm always writing and journaling and creating these videos and trying to educate myself. And I've become I don't know if the word is addicted, but I'm obsessed with improving myself and my life and my brain and just getting as much information to become the very best version of myself that I possibly can. And ever since that day, my life has drastically gotten better and improved. And it's all because I was able to work on my mindset and then become obsessed with learning and educating myself. So that is now my superpower. I don't really know anybody who's read more books than me, who knows more about marketing, knows more about businesses, has built more businesses than I have. And that has become power. I mean, it may look like, failure in a lot of ways because I've tried so many things, but I've also accomplished so much and I've learned so much. And I now have this mentality where if I put my mind to something, I will build it. It doesn't matter if I'm broke, if I'm homeless, if I have all the money in the world, or if I have all the stress in the world. My only stipulation and problems is time management basically now, and just basically pushing forward and being patient. But I can put my mind to something and I can conquer the fucking world. And so can you. Anybody can. And that's power, okay? That's one source of power I can personally speak from because that's my power. I can now learn anything in a relatively fast way, and then I can also communicate it to people. That's one of my great skills. That's why I love sales. That's why I make podcasts. That's why I make music. That's why I do all kinds of amazing things with my ability to communicate, because I'm obsessed with words. I'm obsessed with human nature and people and how they think and psychology and a number of other amazing things. But these are all power, okay? You have power too. If you just had a baby, you can look at that baby and you can tell yourself, I'm going to fucking run through brick buildings for this baby. That's power. If you live in a big city, you're in New York, you live in a big city where things are happening, you are around power. That's power. You need to utilize that. Rich people, you don't even have to know rich people. If you know poor people that are willing to work and are willing to work with you and come up, That's power. Okay? So this is something that I want you to think about. What is your power? And I want you to write them down. Write down all the power that you have, because it's not good enough just to have a little bit of power. You need to identify that power, okay, so that you can put all your energy into making that power bigger, right? You'll see people at the gym and they're just massive. They have power, and you get near them and you feel their energy because they're just vibrating with power. You see someone in a really nice car, they have power. They've put money into that power because it has a certain vibration, and that power radiates off of expensive things. You know, money likes nice stuff. Sometimes it could be like an evil car. Who knows? It's got a bad vibration, but it still has a power. It still has a vibe. You know, once you work your way to be the boss of other people, they have power because that's their place. They like tall people for some reason, that we look down and we become the boss because we think we're tall and that's our power. But this is all real things, and you need to think about what your powers are. Okay, are you a good listener? Are you good with electronics? Are you a tech wizard? Are you really good at landscaping? You know, find something or think about something that gives you power, that you know that you can harness onto, and then start working on that power. Power builds more power, okay? If you have power in some small thing, if it's like you're the best pencil artist in the world, people will start to see that power will be able to grow, and it'll become unstoppable. And this is how you can become independent, how you can become financially wealthy, by figuring out what your power is and then focusing time and energy into improving that power. Okay? My power right now, building businesses, bringing people together, getting customers, and making money. And I've been working for fucking years to get these powers. Years to be able to reach out to people and tell them clearly what I'm doing, get them excited about what I'm doing, and then have them come and work with me to make money so that we can all do more things. That's power. All the businesses that I've built, all the websites, all the SEO, you know, all of the countless hours I've spent trying to write copywriting, trying to make courses, it's power now. It's got built up power. I've been sitting on this business egg for decades, and it's about to hatch and become amazing. And so have you. And these are the things that we need to focus on, though. We need to focus on identifying our true power. And then this is more important. So listen, identify things that are taking away your power. Okay? There's people that fucking take your power all the time. There's companies that are taking money out of your bank account. You don't even use their apps anymore. They're just taking your power. Fucking Netflix, your TV, it's taking your power away. In those hours that you could be being productive, they're taking it away from you. Okay? Bad food, bad energy, things that you don't want to be around. These are things that take your power away to the point where you don't have enough stamina to keep building on your own power. All right? It's almost more important to make a list of all the shit that takes your power away from you, okay, than it is to have a list of things. Because if you stop doing all the things that take your power and you use your time to focus on the things that give you power, you'll be in a much better place in your life, okay? And this power that I'm talking about, it's energy, but it's also real. If I have an army of salesmen, that's power. That's a lot of things that I can put into motion. You know, if I have a ton of product that nobody else has, that's power, okay? And then you need to identify your own personal powers, right? And if you're saying, oh, well, I don't have any power, you do. You do, and you can build on it, and you can figure it out. And if you can't think of anything, then you need to start experimenting. You need to start putting yourself in different situations to see, oh, I handled that really well. This could be something that I'm good at. This is something I enjoy, or this is something I hate. This takes my power away. This is way more time than I am capable of doing, and I'm not interested in this. And the other thing about power and just life and energy in general is there's a lot of times where we're doing things that we do not love anymore. Things that suck the energy out of us. People that are bad vibrations, that are always complaining, and they take away our energy and they take away our sunshine. And we need to separate ourselves from them and be around people that lift us up. Be around and do things that lift us up, more importantly. A lot of the times we wonder, why am I tired all the time? Why doesn't anything excite me? And this is why a lot of people are depressed too. It's because we're not doing anything in our lives that excites us. And the fucking worst thing about it is that as a human being, we are always going towards the lazy route. We want to do the easiest thing as possible. Okay? We don't want to do the hard, strenuous work. We don't even want to go outside anymore to go and enjoy ourselves outside because we're already sitting. So we're just going to stay sitting. We're just going to not do what's going to make us happy. Okay? Which is why we also need to be around exciting people. Not too exciting. There's people that are too goddamn loud, too goddamn energetic that'll take your power and they'll use it to make you go do stuff. Maybe you do need that. If you're an introvert, you definitely need an extrovert friend. If you're an extrovert, you probably need an introvert friend because you pissed everybody off who's not as extroverted as you. But that's just something you need to think about. Find things in your life that bring you joy, that give you power, that resets you and realign you so that you can take over the world and make guaranteed time blocks to do those things. Okay. And then also focus on building your power. But let's talk about how we can identify first our power, like we just did. Make a list of it. Think about it. Ask your parents, ask your really close friends, and then also journal on the subject. What are my powers? Your power could literally just be, well, I love myself. That's a power that not everybody has, and you can use that. I love myself so much that is my power, and I'm going to be strategically selfish, and I'm just going to love the shit out of myself, and I'm going to use that power to boost my confidence to do more in this world. It can be as simple as that. But identify your power, and then let's think about how we can use our powers to make money, okay? To change our lives, to get better. Okay, so let's say you have identified your power is good at communicating, right? How are you going to use that? Okay. Well, you're going to be able to use that in your sales. You're going to be able to use that to bring people into your business, to buy your product. You're going to be able to use that to explain and give people clarity. I mean, the biggest thing with sales is really giving people clarity on your product and then letting them decide, right? But let's say that's not your power. Your power is creating stuff. Okay. You need to find somebody else who's going to go out there and be the salesman while you are the one creating the product. This is how you can focus on your power. If you're going to just do code, then just do code. If it brings you joy and you have power in that thing, focus on that. Build your power. Build it. And then you can teach somebody else how to do code maybe that you like. And then they can teach somebody else. And then you can build little miniature robot armies that are going to take over all kinds of things. And that's power. The only way you're going to build power, though, is if you practice, you focus, like you're a martial artist. You practice your one kick every single day, 10,000 times until your legs are bruised and then they get calluses. And then one day you're going to get in a bar fight and you're going to kick him and he's going to fly through the wall and you're going to be a hero. That's probably not how it's going to happen, but you never know. The idea of being a martial artist with your power is what I want you to get from that. I want you to think of yourself as you are training now to build your power. Okay. And then as soon as you understand your power, now it's time to look at your business. All right. Look at your business, look at your job, look at whatever situation you're in, look at the spare time you have and understand what is this? What is the power of this business? Okay. Let's just start with that. The powers of my businesses that have been successful. We'll start with my wood carving business. My power there is that I learned SEO. Okay. I learned how to rank my website for wooden bears. You can Google wooden bears right now and my website pops up, boom. And I sell those every couple days or every day. I've kind of slowed it down right now because I'm doing other stuff, but that was the power. The other power was that it was a unique thing that nobody else knew how to do. Nobody can make my art except for me. That was also the problem with the business, but that's what gave me the power is traffic and uniqueness. Okay. Those were the key elements and the key powers that brought it together. Right. This podcast, I learned the same thing. I learned how to rank my podcast on iTunes, all right, on Apple. I haven't figured out how to do it on Spotify. I haven't figured out how to do it on the internet. But on Apple, I figured out how I can rank for one word for every episode. And that's how I got a ton of listeners. And I appreciate all of you. Please like, subscribe, follow, leave me a comment, say what's up. But that was power because I know that on the Apple Podcast platform, people are listening to podcasts. I'm going to put my podcast on there. And whenever people search for certain words, my podcasts are going to pop up. That's power. Okay. Again, though, uniqueness and traffic. Okay. Those were the unique things. And then the other unique thing is my ability to communicate. And what I really should be doing is just pumping the volume out on these podcasts. Same thing with the wood carving. But that's how you can get success, right? Now what I'm trying to think of is, how can I do the same thing? How can I create something unique and that has evergreen traffic, but doesn't require me to do all of the labor and do all the works? So now I'm building businesses. Building businesses have power, right? But you need a product. You need something to sell. You need people to sell it, or a way to sell it, or a robot to sell it. And then you need an audience. You need traffic. You need to have an ideal location for them to come to you. All those things have power, okay? And if you just focus on traffic, you're going to have a lot of power, all right? Like right now, I'm studying cold email. I can literally send thousands and thousands of emails to highly focused lists with products, and I can make money. That's power. Why is that power? Because it's volume. Now, I might only close, let's say I close 1%, okay? 1 out of every 100 emails that I send, boom, I make a sale. Maybe it's $7, maybe it's $70,000, whatever it is, I'll figure it out. But I figured out a free traffic, and I figured that out because I had the power and the know-withal to go forward and hit that, right? So then I'm going to basically understand my business's power is high volume, really focused audiences, and maybe a course. A course is like an evergreen product that is unique, that has a specific words that are interested to these people. Anyways, what I'm trying to get at is diagnose your business, diagnose your job, diagnose what you do every day, and see where the actual power is. A lot of people spend their whole day doing a bunch of shit, not really knowing what they're driving towards, right? I mean, today I spent the whole day basically just building websites and setting up these email campaigns. The whole day, it sucked. But now that they're set up, I'm going to be able to automate that. And being able to automate is also power. So maybe that's the real power of the businesses that I'm building. But anyways, you need to figure out what is the unique thing and where's the power in your business, okay? Right now, the power is me and my ability to bring people in to join my business, to do work with me. And I've realized that that is very powerful. That's why I'm going to be building a sales business where I'll have a surplus of highly trained salesmen ready to go to work and ready to sell other people's product. And then I'm going to basically either sell the salesmen once they get hired or ask for a commission of everything that we close. And I realized that because I'm very good at communicating. I'm also very good at sales. I'm going to put those together, and I don't have to spend any money basically to get these employees, and these employees are going to make me money. That's power. Think about things that you can do. Think about things that you can go out there, and how can you leverage your powers? How can you leverage what you're doing right now for power? You know what I mean? I bought a dump trailer for my logs and my carvings, and I can now have somebody else drive that dump trailer around to real estate people or people that are moving, fill the dump trailer up, go to the dump, and I can make money every day. And I got that power because I bought that vehicle and I know someone who's willing to do that work, right? What else can you do? What else? That's power though. I didn't have to do it, but I had the thought, I had the brain power to say, okay, I'm going to buy this. And now it's just sitting in my yard. How can I make some money with that? Oh, I know Dave. Dave's down to drive around. You know, we make a couple $1,000, you know, every couple days from doing that one business. And I had the power to buy the dump trailer, and I already had the truck, and I just had to find somebody to do the work for me. And then now I make money off that business every day. What are some ways that you can utilize your power, utilize the things that you have to make money? Okay. So I guess the main powers are economics, right? If you have the money, all right, you can make your money work for you. That's kind of where everybody wants to get. Everybody wants to get to the point where their money is making them more money. La-di-da, okay? Most people, though, your power is A, your time, right? B, your focus. If you can really focus on something, that's power, all right? If you can visualize and you can focus your time and your energy on something, to build something, to manifest something, to bring something, that's power. If you're connected, it's not about who you know or what you know, it's who you know. If you're connected with people that can bring like bring resources together to make money, that's power. If you can get an army of homeless people, that's power. If you can get an army of really smart college people, that's power. If you can master social media so that your content is all over the place and is driving traffic to something, that's power. Figure out what power you can utilize. Figure out what will benefit you for the long run. Master that and start to see the things that you do as building power, building leverage, okay? Obviously, we want to get to the point where our money is making us money, but there's skills that are power. There's people that are power, and then there's businesses that are power, and there's communities that are power. These are all very powerful things, and if you are the head of them or if you are part of them, you can figure out how to make them better, and you can improve them. But all I'm trying to get at is I want you to notice these aspects of your life. I want you to see the thing that nobody else sees, that the extra wheel that turns right there, and focus in on making that power your power and using that to make your life better. Okay? If you're really good at manipulating people, use that. Use that and get better at it though. Start reading books on it. If you're really good at getting sexy and being sexy, use that. Become as sexy as humanly possible, because that's power as well. That's attractive power. If you're really good at being a mechanic, use that. Build on that. There's a lot of people that don't have that skill, that don't have that power. You can build your own mechanic shop. You can teach other people how to do it, and then you can make them do all the work, and then you can just run the shop. And there's layers to this thing. But once you realize that you have a power, you can start to figure out, how can I make this more powerful? How can I use my mind to leverage this, to make this stronger, to make this unbreakable and undeniable so that I can live my best life? All right. But think of it as power. A lot of people, they want to make it pussy. They want to make it, oh, you're really good at that. You must have gotten lucky. No, I fucking worked my ass off to fucking get to this point. And then I'm going to figure out where the power play is to get me to that next level. And then that next level. And I'm going to use my mind and my power and my energy and my time and my attention to get there. And knowing where you're going, because you have focus and you have found your power, and you're going to become more powerful. And this is where you can become dangerous. You can find a whole army of people to work for you. You can create systems and processes that are so fantastic at doing what they do that you can start to buy other businesses and use their systems and processes. And this is how you can start to really build your life and how you can really start to take over and change the game. And that's what I want for everybody. I hope that was helpful. I hope you guys have had a paradigm shift on your power, your business's power, how to find power, how to leverage your power, and are going to make a plan to make you the most powerful version of you that you possibly can be. All right, take care, everybody. Like, subscribe, share, hit the like button, all that shit.